As the Hazrat Musleh Moud Day is approaching fast, we'd like to have a question on this great personage in Islam. And it is that people mostly knew him outside his house, how he used to be, how he used to behave, etc., etc. What was his character that he manifested inside the house, and how did he spend his moments of relaxation, for example?
As far as the relaxation is concerned, he had many hobbies: swimming, going to trips, racing even with his children, swimming matches of the whole family, and he was a good tennis player. And even after partition, when he was older and ill, he used to play table tennis with us. Sometimes he would surprise us and play the table tennis. So these were his relaxation times. And also, as I had told you earlier, perhaps, he was fond of cooking. And generally he was a good cook. What else? Shooting was a very good shot. And with the shotgun, he could, I think at the same time, I think the greatest score of his was, I'll tell you, once we went to Beas River and the goose shooting, particularly big geese used to come there. So he bagged 8 in 2 shots. 8 gooses in 2 shots. And that was amazing. And it reminds me of a joke as well. That was also a type of his relaxation. Dr. Hashmatullah Sahib, late Dr. Hashmatullah Sahib, was also in the same trip, but in a different boat. He was also generally a good shot. Dr. Hashmatullah Sahib. Now, a very interesting thing happened, that Hazrat Musleh Moud told Azhar, my younger brother, to shout when we reached back together, almost together, that we saw 8 great geese. And saw as well as shot. He said, never say shot. So we'll see what's the reaction of Dr. Hashmatullah Sahib. So he was very free with him. In matter of jokes, he would always return tit for tat, you know. So, unfortunately, by mistake, he said 8 geese we killed. Hadith was very angry. Why did you say that? So Dr. Sahib was very angry at this. I haven't got a single bird and he has got 8. And unfortunately, while he was climbing the bank, the river banks of the Ravi, of the Beas were very high and crumbling. So that bank was rather, full of sand. So he climbed, he fell down. So that enraged him for the more. Because everybody in the boat laughed, So Hazrat Sahib knew him so well. And his habits, he had the full measure of Dr. Hashmatullah Sahib in every respect. So he told me to walk along with him and notice that he will do this with his stick. The round handle on the one side, and you can swing it like this, like a rope. Like a stone fixed with a rope, you can do this. That will mean that he is very angry. So So when he does it, then you see what he says, you note that and let me know. So I went with him, and we were quite friendly to each other. He was very fond of me and I was fond of him. So that is why he, as Sahib, chose me for this purpose. So he said, look here, he's Khalifa and telling lies. And teaching lies to his children. What can we do? So very angry. So I said, Dr. Sahib, this is not what happened. I was in the same boat. Dr. Sahib has clearly instructed that just shout that we have seen 8 geese, but never say we killed 8 geese. So the same thing, lame excuse. So these are a few things which I can tell you of his hobbies and relaxations, etc. One more thing, and as a word of apology to the children and the great children, I should say, grandchildren of Dr. Ahmadullah Sahib. These are real facts, that when Hazrat Sahib was relaxed, he used to have this battle of wits with Dr. Sahib, and both enjoyed. So after a while, when Dr. Sahib cooled down, he must have repented that he was rather harsh, but he had other means of winning his heart back by being extra kind to him. So this went on. This is a friendly rivalry between the two.